Hey guys, what's up? Shadolance back for another review. Today we're going to be looking at the Hexagon MSR CORE Plus. I got streams, I got absolute rivers of replies just saying, please do this review, and I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to get all over that. You guys know I'm a huge advocate of the MSR, you know I love this gun, and so I was really eager to do this review myself. I didn't even need y'all to tell me, I was going to do it anyway, but you guys told me, so I did it even faster. Anyway, so here we go, we have a review today, guys. I want to quickly read over the stats, and then I did a bunch of different tests with this gun. I was really interested to see, does this thing perform any differently than the ordinary MSR in terms of, does it play differently, or does it pretty much just a copy and paste? And I have a kind of disappointing answer for you guys. The long and short of the story is that it's pretty much the same gun, but there are a few things that make it even better, but they're not pivotal to making the gun broken. So without any further ado, let's dive into that stuff. I'm going to read out the stats going off the new system this time. I've got a lot of replies saying please use the new system for stat read-offs, so that's what I'm going to do from now on, so let's go with that. We have a damage of 165, that is more than enough to get a one-shot kill. We have a weight of 20, which is pretty standard for pretty much all sniper rifles. It's a bit on the light side, which is good. We have a fire rate of 30, which is a little bit higher than average. That's a little bit more than a 16 of what we used to have. It's like an 18. It's a little bit higher than that. We have an accuracy of 99, which is basically perfect, and if you guys are aware of the old system, the accuracy has not changed very much from the old system, so that's going from a 97 to a 99, 97 being pretty much DSR range where you're going to be perfectly accurate if you land your shots, so that's really good. We have a recoil of 20, that doesn't matter, but if it does matter to you for whatever reason, that's a bit on the low side for most sniper rifles. We have a range of 5,250. I don't really know how to actually translate that very well, but it's a very long range for a sniper rifle, or for any gun in the game really. However, keep in mind that does not take into account damage drop-off very well, so we will get into that in a minute. We have a maximum ammo capacity of 6 and a remaining ammo of 42. That is one of the big differences between the regular MSR and this one. The regular MSR has 5 shots with, I believe, 35 in the magazine that you can have left over. So you have a max ammo of 5 and a remaining of 35, leaving you with a total of 40 shots of the ordinary MSR. So you're definitely seeing a hike up in the amount of ammo that you got with this thing. However, if you can stay alive long enough to use up all those shots, you have my respect. If you can stay alive long enough to use 48 shots, you are just a god in my book. So now we're going to take a look at all the different testing that I did. First of all, we're going to look at the one thing that everyone wants to use this gun for, quickscoping. And overall, the review is this thing is amazing at quickscoping. Now, I'm doing standstill tests. I'm not walking around. I have something different than that for you guys in just a sec, but the quickscoping ability of this gun while it stands still is phenomenal. You can see me using this at basically the longest quickscoping range you would want to be using this at. Obviously, if you're taking your time to be accurate, you're going to be even more accurate than this, but I'm scoping in pretty much as fast as my mouse will allow me to with this gun. It does feel like it's slightly delayed. It doesn't feel like I can do this as fast as I can with an L9. Maybe that's just my mouse, maybe that's just my monitor and what I'm seeing, but for me, it doesn't feel like I can quickscope as quickly as I can with an L9 series weapon. Definitely not as fast as the L11 ghillie, so I'm going to keep moving on here. After the quickscoping, I did some jump scoping. The jump scoping is something that comes into play if you're doing a lot of 1v1s. If you guys have watched the way I play, I jump scope a lot, and part of the reason I love the MSR is because it has very, very fast spread recovery, and jump scoping makes it very, very easy if you use the MSR or the Tango or similar weapons with very high spread recovery and very high accuracy overall, meaning that when you jump, the spread doesn't get quite as big as other guns might, especially other sniper rifles where you still need to remain very accurate since you only get the one shot while you're in midair. Anyway, now continuing on, I wanted to go and show you guys a few other tests. I wanted to do some damage range tests, and I also wanted to do some precision tests, and I have something a little bit extra at the end for you guys as well. So as far as the actual range test, the medium range, I don't really want to do a short range test with this gun because the medium range kind of shows you what you would see at short range anyway. The medium range, I did 3 tests for you guys to see. One where it does kill him immediately. However, 2 of the tests that I did, it did not kill him immediately. In fact, it took 2 shots to do it. Now, it put him on pretty low health, but it didn't kill him in 1 shot, which is kind of a bad thing for a long-range sniper rifle. Now, granted, I don't treat this as a long-range sniper rifle. If I'm going to play Kill Creek competitively, I'm not going to bring this weapon. I am going to bring probably a DSR, a M107, something that can be very consistently good at killing at longer ranges. And so if this thing can't even kill at like medium, very average Kill Creek range, I'm not going to bring it with me to long-range battles. I'm just not. I'm going to use this in quickscoping matches, on Junk Flea, on Gravedigger. I'm about to say Grave Robber. That'd be pretty bad, but anyway. Then we have long range. So long range, this thing is absolutely abysmal. It does not kill at long range. Not once in all of my testing was I able to kill him in 1 shot. In fact, it very frequently left him with about 50 HP. However, because it does damage to his armor points, he does take enough damage. He does take significantly more damage with the second shot, even though it still doesn't kill him. Every one of these tests took 2 to 3 shots to kill. I'm only going to be showing you guys 2 of them here, but I was never able to kill in 1 shot, and I was never even able to do a significant amount of damage with a single shot. So definitely do not be using this at long range. I cannot stress that enough. Now, moving on, there were a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys here. I want to show you guys a clip of the reload speed with a timer so that you guys can see it, and I also want to show you guys some scope sway. This is probably the biggest drawback to using the MSR out of every gun in the game. The scope sway on this is absolutely enormous. It is terrible. And that's another reason that you don't want to use it at long range. Not only does it not kill very consistently at long range, the scope sway is absolutely ridiculous. So a couple of reasons not to use it there. Now, after all this, I do want to show you guys some of the gameplay footage that I got. I got some amazing footage on Kill Creek. At the beginning of the video, I showed you some stuff that I got from Greyhammer, and that was just a match that I hopped into and I had a really good time with. But I want to show you guys some really professional gameplay here of Kill Creek. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Please look forward to more reviews, and I will see you guys next time. Shadolance out.
Start.
Enemy down. Enemy down. Enemy down. Enemy down. Enemy down.
Headshot. Double kill.
Hey, same team.